Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. It is the second round of the US Open, and it's Simona HALEP that we're covering. We were going to be covering Naomi Osaka, but she got a walkover. She doesn't even have to play the second round. She will be going straight through into the third round. Exciting stuff. Simona HALEP, though, she came through a very tough first round match against Camila Giorgi, who was in good form, and she's up against somebody else who's been playing quite well too. She had a bit of a shock win over Anne Lee in the first round. Didn't start great, but came through really strong at the end, beating her in straight sets, breadsticking her in the final set. They are already underway. I'll just bring that up. And there you go. JG called in the HALEP break. It is break point right now. Let's have a look. They're hitting the ball pretty well. Going backhand to backhand. HALEP forehand. Kucova. Good power she's got in her forehand. She's using a double-handed forehand there. I think HALEP might have caught the line. She has. And there you go. JG predicts correctly. Indeed. As you all probably know, it is the beginning of a new month on GTL. So this top tippers, I did update it last night, but for some reason it hasn't saved it. Don't know why. But the top tippers of July are no more. And we are now into September. So there you go. There's a clean scoreboard there, a clean top tippers. Anybody can get on the leaderboard. You can send us there's a link in the description that's pinned, or you can send us a super chat, whatever you see fit. Got HALEP serving, trying to consolidate that break. Ooh, I'm just going to put this US Open background on for now until JG arrives. How's everybody else doing anyway? Everybody joining us. We got Kathy there saying hit the like button. Great to see you in. Ratchet in as well. Got some Facebook. Got Marius on Facebook there. Not going to attempt to say what you pronounce what you've written there. A Davor in there. I went to the US Open yesterday and witnessed a star being born in Cressy. The fans were absolutely loving it. I was speaking to JG. We were both watching it. And Vance saying we're bust her out. JG popped the champagne. I think he did last night. I think Cressy played so well. Credit to him. And he was sort of lapping up all the attention. It was great to see because you don't get to see this type of thing very much. Well, especially in his career so far. Hopefully it's the start of something special for him. The serve volley king, as he is known. Vance saying the Kingly on one already. It's a wrap. It's blank, Vance. Maybe you're the winner this month. Who knows? Davos saying I was in the crowd. Amazing. Amazing stuff. What was it like there? Soaking up the atmosphere, the American fans and the American player beating probably one, I wouldn't say the favourite for the tournament, but he's got to be up there. One of the people who's beaten Djokovic this year. Someone who made the semi-finals last year. Bit of an upset. But JG sort of was alluding to it in the brackets. So, I don't know. Cressy can cause a lot of people problems. If they haven't played him before, he's a bit of a tricky customer. Anyway, back to this one. Simona HALEP looking to consolidate this early break. Can we get an early button press for HALEP? Forehand, so good backhand. I can't quite work out whether it's a backhand or a forehand from Kucova. She seems to be using a double on both sides, which is interesting. I think it's like a double forehand, double-handed forehand. Yeah, it must be because she's right-handed. Yeah, she's just throwing double-handed forehands and backhands. Interesting. Scoreboard keeps on changing. Not sure why that is. Maybe we got some more stats coming in. Right. Give me some score predictions in the live chat. Do you think Halep's going to steamroller, or do you think Kuchova's got a little bit of a chance here just to cause an upset? Halep obviously coming back from some dodgy form. She's still got that leg strapping on as well. Yeah, and there's that double-handed forehand again. Great shot down the line by Halep, though. They go into the net there from Kuchova. Not quite good enough. What do we know about this lady from Bratislava in Slovakia? 5 feet 4 inches tall. Turned pro in 2007. Her best result at a Grand Slam so far is the second round, so she's equaling it. She's done it on a few occasions. Can she go one better? Her highest ranking, 71 in the world. Current ranking, 111. Obviously, we know Simona Halep's credentials. Is a consolidation for the Romanian. Very good start. Go on, give her an early button press.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona HALEP.
It is Simona HALEP. She's dictating the rallies at the moment. Massive forehand there from Simona HALEP. And already eating in to another Kuchova service game. See what she's got. I mean, has she got anything to offer Simona HALEP here today? Ratchet going with a 6-3, 6-4 HALEP. Could be more one-sided than that, I think. Could be looking at maybe a 6-1, 6-2, something like that. I'm just going to throw that out there. Let's get some more. If you're one of the 50 people, hit the like button, get it out of the way early. See if we can get to 50 likes on this one. There's probably a few people disappointed not getting to see Danilovic, Naomi Osaka. I was quite looking forward to that one. I thought Danilovic might give it a good go. We never know which Osaka's going to turn up. At the US Open, she's normally pretty solid, but you still never know. Right, Kuchova back at 15 all. First serve into the net. Second serve. Where's she going to put this one? Goes down the center. Great shot down the line by Halep. She goes in with a jumping half volley and brilliant. Halep sort of dictating everything right now. Wearing that old school sort of LA Lakers Nike outfit again. Guessing this is going to be the one for the whole tournament for her. Still got that strapping on the top of the right leg. Right, 15:30. Let first service. Yeah, I did try and throw together a quick Kuchova button. Not sure how good it is, or if we're even going to get to press it. I was preparing for Danilovic, so I'd done her a button, but unfortunately, she didn't want a button. She pulled out the tournament. Into the net from Halep. Maybe I'd have to be a little bit more lenient on the Kuchova presses. She's not going to have to do as much to earn one as Halep, I don't feel. Right, 30 all. Kuchova serves. Good serve down the tee. It's long from Halep. Can Kuchova get on the board? It's important to get that first game. Settle the nerves, especially against somebody with the credentials of Simona Halep down the other end of the court. I missed the first serve there. Yeah, if we have to go through some of her best Grand Slam performances. In the US Open for Simona Halep, her best performance was back in 2015. She got to the semi-finals there. The year after that, she got to the quarterfinals. Since then, she hasn't really had a good run. It's been first round exits or second round exits. So, and she wasn't there last year. Obviously, a lot of players dropped out of it last year. But in the other hardcourt slam, she's done a little bit better in recent years in Australia. Got into the final in 2018, fourth round 2019, semis in 2020, and quarterfinals earlier this year. Oh, she's overcooked that forehand here at Juice, and it's advantage Kucova. We got Vance saying, "What do you make of Djokovic? He looked rusty, but I couldn't tell if he looked stressed about what's at stake this tournament, or was it just a focus look?" Yeah, I sort of know what you mean. I flicked on. I thought he looked all right in the first set. It was a bit shame that Holger Rune was a little bit injured there. It sort of spoilt the match for me. There was no way he's going to beat Djokovic with an injury, but it was good to see him take a set at least. But I think it's just Djokovic just warming up. Probably a bit concerned when he dropped the set, but after that, it was just plain sailing. I don't think he was ever really tested. All right, well, Halep is only one game up now. Kucova gets her first game on the board. Zach jumping in. How you doing, buddy? One of our patrons saying he gave a very good press conference and did mention being nervous. Well, still has the opportunity for the calendar year Grand Slam. And even though he is one of these amazing mental players, he still gets nervous. Yeah, Vance saying, yeah, Rune got cramped. Yeah, it looked painful. He was grimacing a lot, and I know what it's like to get cramp whilst trying to play sport. It's just impossible. You can't play while you're cramping. It's the worst. And even if they get it to go away, it can still just come back within the next second. It's horrid. Right. So let's get some more score predictions in anyway for this one. Everybody think Halep's taking this first set. Do you think Kucheva's even got a chance? How many games do you reckon she's going to win? Vance agreeing with Zach there, saying it was like playing with 1,000 pounds of pressure. Yeah, exactly. And once you get the cramps, it doesn't go. Yeah, you are screwed. Yeah, I just think it's pretty much game over for in any sport if it starts cramping. It's a horrible situation to be in. It's just when you overexert your body can't take it. And Djokovic being on the other end of the court, he's going to make you run. That's one thing that's guaranteed when you're playing Novak is you're going to be doing a lot of running side to side. He knows better than anyone how to push people around the court. People coming in to take their seats. Do you reckon there's many people who avoided this match? Just probably thought we're probably looking forward to Osaka. We got Halep instead. Going, there's that double-handed forehand. Yeah, double-handed from both sides. But yeah, it's not working on that one. 15 love Halep. Oh, it's a bit of a... Not sure what the weather's like over in New York today. Hopefully it's cooled down a little bit for the players. And for the fans as well. Hopefully we get some more fans in the stands. Oh, slice into the net there from Kucova. Zach just saying, I didn't get to watch it. The highlights look great, but that's highlights. He mentioned losing focus, doing poorly on his first serve in the second set. Assume it's about warming up, but always nervous. Yeah, don't forget he hasn't had the warm-up tournament, has he? Pulling out of Cincinnati. I just think it's going to take a few rounds. That's all. The best time to beat Djokovic, and I know JG says it, is maybe the first or the second round of the tournament. If you're going to knock him out of the tournament, that's when it's most likely to happen. You've got to spring the upset early on, because once he's warmed up, yeah, you're in trouble. Nice drop shot there, but Halep got in and played a nice forehand down the line. It's now 40 love. All right, second serve, Halep. Goes down the tee. Good return from Kucova. Now into Kuchova's forehand. She just has to chop it back. It's long. Halep much more dominant here in the rallies. It's a game to love. Bullying her, Simona Halep.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona HALEP.
Kucova, another one into the net there. It's not looking good so far from her. I mean, you've got to credit Halep with some good hitting, but she's not really playing amazingly well. Vanch in the lyrics. Cheers for that, Vanch. Yeah, and Vanch agreeing, saying, I watched the full match and he looked nervous. I thought maybe the crowd might get behind Novak with Fedor being out, but he's going to have to do it the hard way. Yes, indeed. Something very interesting, isn't it? No Federer, no Nadal, and the crowd quite clear that they would prefer to probably have Federer, and they don't like the fact that Djokovic could go and win his 21st and go ahead of Federer and Nadal by the looks of it. They would prefer it if probably Djokovic wasn't there and they had Rafa or Federer in the tournament, which is very sad, really. You just should be supporting greatness. But fans are very fickle, especially Fedor ones. Kucova serving 15-all. Down the tee. Oh, clip the net cord there, but still sort of a clear winner. 30-15. Still yet to see anything of real amazement from Kucova. It's another serve into the net. Second serve. Pops this over into Halep's forehand. Halep went big on that one. 40-15. Flies long. Is there a chance, do you think, here that Kucova could lull her into a false sense of security if she doesn't really have to play any good tennis to take the set? Will she be caught cold if Kucova suddenly turns it up a bit? Have to wait and see. Good second serve. Great shot down the line by Halep. Now she goes inside out forehand winner. Well, brilliant. Really, really good hitting from Simona Halep. I'm not sure if these two have ever played each other before. No, they haven't. There's a 0-0 on the head-to-head. Let me just have a look through who else is playing at the moment. We had some good news last night. Obviously, Bianca Andreescu, she made it through in 3 sets. Bit nervy. Kucova takes another game. She'll be happy with that. And currently, JG will be happy. Ons Jabeur serving up a bagel and what could be a potential breadstick in this second set. She's 4-1 up. We've got Garbiñe Muguruza. She is 6-4, 4-2 up. One of the matches of the day for sure. Leylah Fernandez versus Kai Kanepi. That is 5-all in the first set. And then we've got some interesting matches coming up later. We've got Krejcikova. She's up against McHale from the USA. Interesting how she'll deal with that. And Cailloux Danielle Collins. Quite an interesting one too. We go over to the men's side. Andre Rublev. He is up against Pedro Martinez. They've locked in a tiebreak. Rublev 5-2 up in the tiebreak. We got Alexei Popyrin. He's up against Grigor Dimitrov right now. They're on serve in the first set. 5-4 Dimitrov. So we've got, and you were just saying, Snehil saying there, Molcan won the first set against Nakashima. Yeah, Molcan seems to be another one of these breakout stars from Eastern Europe. And we had the rise of Aslan Karatsev, and Molcan seems to be sort of following in his footsteps a little bit. Karatsev had the beginning of the year. Is Molcan going to be having sort of the middle of the year? To wait and see on that one. Nakashima needs to turn that around. Dan Evans up a break against Marcus Giron. Come on, Dan. Do it for the GB. Van der Zandschlup down 5-2 against Casper Ruud. And we've got Christian Garin currently 4-1 up against Laxonen. Kohlschreiber, Andahar on serve. Lajovic he's got set point against Gojevic, the German. And Bagnis Trungelleti just kicked off. And now we're back in to the match. Rublev's just taken the first set. Well done to him. We got Carly Weber in from Facebook saying, I'm about to stop watching because the commentary is so focused on people not wearing masks. Good for you that you masked up. Great. Now leave everyone else alone. Yeah, it's a bit strange to focus all of your commentary on that. Oh, Halep with a double fault there. Is there a small window of opportunity here for Kucova? Could we get the first press of the Kucova button? I know that everybody's dying to see it. And Lajovic takes the first set in the match against Gojovic. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but we'll go with it. Good second serve, good return from Kucova. She's on the run. Halep just moving her around. Now down the line. That's a better depth on the shot from Kucova. Oh, Halep with her own good length on her return. Now they go backhand to backhand. Halep shifts her onto the forehand. Now, she tries to go down the line and into the net from Simona Halep. Trying to be too clever, some might say. Just top up that 1 second. Got Giovanni in. How you doing, bud? Saying, I wish I was there. I wish I was there with all those people. Finally, some normality. Yeah, indeed. Going to get a normal tournament going on. Nice to see. There's another double fault from Simona Halep. That's the second one in this game, and she's gifted Kucova 2 break points here. She hasn't even had to do anything. 2 double faults in the same game. And just like this, great return from Kucova, and it's into the net, and we are back on serve. It is a break from Kristina Kucova. Fantastic. I think she deserves the first press of her button, because didn't make it for nothing, did I? Can't tell I made that one in the last 5 minutes, can you? Interesting one, to say the least. All right, back on serve anyway. 15 love. It's hard to always think up a new melody for these songs, though. Don't want to try and... Got to have an original one for each player, haven't we? Good forehand there from Halep. Kuchova's getting them back into play. Hits a clean winner down the line. Kucova, what a shot that was. And she's really warmed up now. And this is the thing. Halep sort of let her back into this. 2 double faults, not good enough. Kuchova's hitting it clean now. Great serve as well down the tee. Nice forehand. Now the backhand. Halep's trying to push her around now. She has. It's looped up. Is it going to land in? It's not. Lands just long. Vance saying quite an exclamation point on Kucova. Yeah, I should have added one on there, shouldn't I? Yeah, thanks everyone who's joined us for this anyway. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please get us up to 50 likes as soon as possible. I'm not sure what we're on so far. Hopefully we're close. But subscribe if you're new. Looped up here from Kucova. Halep goes forehand, keeping it very deep. Kucova just looping them up a bit for us, just sort of egging. Oh, and she's messed that one up. It's gone long. She's just sort of trying to egg her on to hit a winner rather than go for it herself. She was better when she was going for it. She's definitely got the ability to hit clean winners. She wants to trust herself a little bit more. Right, 30 all. Into the net with the first serve from Kucova. Second serve. Goes into the forehand of Halep. Good return. There's that double-handed forehand now from Kucova cross court. And again, Halep plays it into the backhand this time. It's the same shot, just off the other wing. The drop shot's not good enough from Kucova. It goes into the net. And it is break point. Is she in danger of giving the break straight back to Simona Halep? It looks like it. Right. Oh, good serve out wide. Halep backhand to backhand they go. Now down the middle of the court, Halep's the one creating the angles at the moment. Oh, going down the middle still. And there you go. That's all she needs. And then makes the error. Kucova there goes long, and it is a break. Halep back in front.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona HALEP.
Yes, far from vintage Simona Halep at the moment, but if she doesn't need to pull out the best shots, then so be it. She can just get through this in the best way possible. Just get the balls back. If Kucheva's going to make the errors, we saw she didn't struggle through the first match against Georgie, but she didn't really play her best. It wasn't really impressive. Let's go and have a look at some of the other matches going on. We've got Ratchet saying Muguruza and Jabeur through to round 3. Great to see that. Anyone else have any shocks on the horizon? We got Rinderneck and Alcaraz, which Snail's saying that looks like a potential thriller. Great popcorn match in the making. Yeah, I think that one could potentially be a 5-setter. Rinderneck seems to like a 5-setter. Any of the other ones? Interesting to see Taylor Fritz last night knocked out Alex de Minaur. Well, he's really come back with a bang. Being in the US, I should have trusted him. I thought he might still be injured, though. Turns out he's not. Right. And on the women's side at the moment, Leylah Fernandez taking the first set against Kai Kanepi. Fantastic. We've got Elise Mertens a set and a break up against Grammatikopoulou. Not sure. Benoit saying, very good Halep button. Glad you like it, mate. Everyone hit the like button. This is a great match indeed. It's a very competitive. Hope you all have hit it. Let's see if we can get up to 50 likes on this video. We're only on 18. Come on, we're not even at 20. Come on, guys. Apparently Evans has won the first set as well. That's great to hear. Go on the GB. Good forehand there from Halep. She's trying to consolidate that break. get that 2-game cushion again. 30 love. It seems that if Halep just plays even 50% of her best, I think she wins here. Just she can't just give very sloppy errors away like she did for the break with the 2 double faults. It's wide from Kucova. And it is 40 love. Appreciate that, John. Saying Halep button is excellent. Wow, it's just a little bit something different, isn't it? A little bit of drum and bass style. Nice backhand from Halep. The slice there from Kucova. Now she's on the back foot. Oh, great pass. But she's great volley. But she does pass her on the second time of asking. Kucova, she means business. Yeah, we will be bringing you the match after this one, which is Daniel Medvedev. And he is up against, don't tell me, I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know why. Dominic Kucova. Yes. That's going to be a very interesting match. They obviously met at the US Open. I think it was 2 years ago. Kucova actually took a set from Medvedev that day. Can he do the same again? We'll have to find out. Kucova, one of the best buttons as well. And Zach, he likes a bit of Medvedev, or his daughter's like a little bit of the octopus button. So it was a consolidation there. Oh, Kai Kanepi broken in, she's broken Leylah Fernandez early in the second set. It is 1 love. Not many others to speak about. Not much has changed. Let's see if there's anything's happened. It's set point for Rinderknecht against Alcaraz right now. Forehand for forehand they go. Halep just content with just turning it up. Oh, and that one, she turned it up too much. Flew over the baseline. Apparently Casper Ruud has won the first set as well. Snehal can't wait for the return of the Kucova button. Indeed, it seems like it's been a long time coming. I miss it too. Don't worry, Snehal, I miss it too. Long on the serve. Halep on the magic 5 at the moment. It's 15 love Kucova. Good forehand. Gets her on the run from the off with a good return. Another good one back behind her. Goes there again. And it's too good. 15 all. The crowd impressed with that one. Yeah, it was there. Let me know in the live chat, which is the match which you're most excited about that's going to be either on later today, like for the rest of the day. I know that there's a couple of matches on later. We got Medvedev, Tsitsipas, Manarino. We've got Goff, Stevens, Kerber, Kalinina. Which one jumps off the page for you? Rybakina, Garcia. That's quite a good one. 15:30. Halep 2 points away from this first set. Wow. Into the net with the first serve. Oh, it's long, and there we go. We got set point. It's just loose on the backhand. You'd think with 2 hands on it, you'd have more control. It seems sometimes it's overcomplicating matters. 2 set points. Good first serve. Halep. Oh, she went all guns blazing on that one. Completely missed it. Second set point coming up. Come on. It's deathly silent there in that stadium. Arthur Ashe, never been so quiet. Second serve. Halep goes big. Oh, she misses it again into the net, just handing these set points back. What's she up to? Yeah, I thought you were
I
coming.
couldn't wait any longer. I thought
Yeah.
it was the end of the set, but I thought I might as well just come in before because Halep's not ending this one anytime soon.
No,
How you doing, mate? I've tried to
yeah,
catch a little bit of the stream, but it's been difficult with work.
it's been a little bit up and down this set. It's just dictated by if Halep's playing well or not, really. If she plays well, she wins the set easy.
Set point
If she
again.
yeah.
Mate, you've been making me laugh with the with the forehands. She has
Well,
double-handed forehands.
yeah,
I've
and
not watched
backhand.
it, but I'm really keen to see what this looks like now.
It's interesting. Oh, 1 second. I just got a call. Just let me jump out 1 sec.
It's all right. It's good timing. It's set point number 3, and she's going to have a second serve to look at. How you doing, everyone in the chat? Good to see you all. For is it day 2 or day 3 of the US Open? Time's going fast. We've got into a rally here. Halep goes big. Kucova on the stretch. She can't get it. She gets the break and she takes the set 6-3.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona HALEP.
Here she is, Simona HALEP, and she's outside the top 10 at the moment. No one's talking about Simona HALEP as making a charge for this year's US Open. And I want to know, why not? Why not? I know this is not her best slam, but she's got bundles of experience. She's a Grand Slam winner. We've seen anything can happen on the women's tour anyway. So why can't Simona HALEP go all the way this year at the US Open? I don't think we can get too carried away yet because ultimately there's a lot of tennis to be played and she's not played anyone really that great. Kucova, well, I know Georgie's a good player, but I'm not talking about that top level. I think George is just hitting a bit of good form. She's not one of the top players. So let's see what she's like against one of the real sort of top 10 players and see how she gets on with it. But so far, things are looking good, and she's kind of my dark horse to go all the way.
Wow, it'd be a nice dark horse. She hasn't really done well here in recent years, though. No. She's the last few years or 3 years, she hasn't got past the second round. So she'll be looking to get past there today and making hopefully a good run for this as like a sort of dark horse. Being the 12th seed gives her a bit of a interesting draw. She could be facing, well, she would be facing the winner of Rybakina Garcia next.
Yeah, and that's the real test. That's when it starts.
Yeah.
Well, if Rybakina is to win, if Garcia wins, and I think Halep's going to go another one. I don't see Garcia troubling her, but Rybakina, that's going to be a tough one where Rybakina will be the favourite for it. But I think Halep beats her. I really do. I think Halep's going to have to shock a lot of people this tournament.
She has all the tools. She definitely does. Just the only stumbling block she had in that first set was she just double faulted twice in one service game and gave away 2 break points and then got broken. That was it. Other than that, she was fine. She didn't play great. Didn't have to.
Second set underway already. We've had 39 minutes. We don't even have 39 likes, though. So if you haven't already, hit the like button on the video. We've got more minutes than likes at the moment.
Maybe you like
if you are new
JG
to
more.
Game to Love,
I can see it.
Let's see if the JG effect's real. JG's here. If the likes start shooting up, I'll have to make sure I don't miss any of them.
Yeah, I'll just have to put on a JG mask if I come in on my own, maybe.
Or get John on instead.
That's it. I bet the likes,
in the likes.
They go past like 1,000 within 10 minutes. Oh, hang on, I'm getting another call again. Why is everyone trying to ring? As soon as you come in, everyone's trying to ring. Just 1 second. Apologies.
15-all. Poor return there from Kucova. I've not managed to watch much of this match at all. Just listening to Ben. It seems to be Halep's completely in the driving seat. And the only time she was broken was when she was double faulting. So based off that, I see this set being very simple. I think she's going to get it done in 2. If I had to give a prediction, I'm probably going to go maybe 6-3 again. I think we could see a 6-3, 6-3. pretty standard tennis match. I know there was people asking earlier about some of the other matches and what's been going on. Djokovic is the big talking point. We would have loved to do on a podcast today talking about the reception he received at the US Open. We just don't have time with work as well. It's so difficult to be able to do two things at once. But I thought it was very harsh. I'm not Djokovic's biggest fan, but I just didn't like the way he was perceived by the crowd, the way he was treated. He deserves a little bit more. I know people were they like getting behind an underdog in room, but come on, there's levels to it. And some of the booing and things, I just didn't like the atmosphere. I thought Djokovic deserves a little bit more respect than that. And as much as he might not be your favourite player, to go out there and try and make him feel uncomfortable, which I don't think will make him feel uncomfortable, because I don't think he's bothered by it at all. It's just not a good look for the sport, and it's not good for the people who are doing it. I think it's very negative energy. I'm kind of against all of that stuff. Don't get me wrong, I would have liked to have seen him lose, but to be cheering for it and booing and stuff in the stadium, it doesn't sit right with me at all. Here we go. Halep, one love. She manages to get away with that one. You got Snell here saying Alcaraz has just won the first set. Come on, Carlito. He actually is my dark horse for the US Open, believe it or not. I did that during the draw preview. You can go watch the video if you don't believe me. I had Medvedev winning the whole thing and Carlos Alcaraz as my dark horse. The first match against Norrie was a tough one, but I'm all for it. I think he can still have a good run. We've got Kucova here serving, and she gets broken now. I think it's going to ruin this as from a competitive standpoint, if it's not ruined already. Love 15. You got Michael there saying he wasn't being booed. They were saying Rune. Yeah, Rune, I saw that as well, but it still wasn't a good atmosphere. Irrelevant to okay, forget the booing there. Maybe they wasn't booing necessarily, but they didn't really give him much respect out on the court, did they? They wasn't cheering for Djokovic at all. I think even during some of his service motions, there was some noise from the crowd as well. It was very much they want him to lose, and it was clear as day. Oh, she misses that one as well, and it's love 30. I think I jinxed it. I said Kucova needs to do something here. Otherwise, it's not going to be a competitive match, and she's not doing anything. Don't know what she's doing. That forehand is not a threat at all. Watching it now. Halep here just moving her around nicely. I reckon she's going to get the break points here. She's forcing it to the backhand side each time, goes into the forehand. She now goes the other way. Kukova's on the run. She loops one up, playing moonballs, and Halep down the line. 3 break points. It's a very difficult shot. She played it perfectly. Vance saying he used to get at least an applause when walking out on court. Yeah, just a little bit of respect. I'm someone who I didn't want Djokovic to win, but if he come out on court, I would still be clapping him. There would still be a little bit more positive energy towards him. Like, you don't have to do that, especially if you're there. You've bought tickets to go there. Does it have to be that much of a hostile environment? I don't know. I don't think so. Good drop shot, Kucova, and she brings her in and takes that point. Saves one of the break points at least, but another 2 coming up. How'd she deal with this one? Yeah, she's got it. Easy as you like. Unforced error from Kucova, and she's done. She's really done out here on the court. And I guess that means another Simona button.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona HALEP.
Yeah, and as Vance says, that's the word. Reverence. It's the word I was looking for. A little bit more respect. To love Simona Halep. Is that going to be enough for her? I think so. I think she probably will add to the breaks, if anything. That one is just wide, though. Love 15. Some of the other scores on the doors around the US Open right now. Rublev was able to clinch that tie break. He won the first set against Martinez. Dimitrov, though, he lost the first set to Popyrin. Alcaraz, of course, he won the first set. The bit of a shock, Molcan taking the first set against Nakashima. But Nakashima looking to bounce back, and he's up a break in the second. We have Garin taking the first set there. Andahar taking the first set from Kohlschreiber. And on the women's, let's see. Elise Mertens, well, she's absolutely smashing it against Gramatopoulou, which you'd expect. I don't really know much about her. I don't think she's a great player. So Elise Mertens playing very well at the moment. Svitolina's in a tough one, but she's up a set as well. And Vondrasova, Kasatkina, that's an amazing match. Maybe one we could have covered if it was a little bit earlier. We probably would have elected for it because it's going to be a bit more competitive. I don't think that's an easy one for Vondrasova, although she will be the favourite. And Azarenka is kicking off right now against Paolini. So some quality matches. And of course, the one we'll be covering on Game to Love, I believe, Ben will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're going to be doing Daniil Medvedev, Dominic Quetfa, a repeat of 2019, I believe. I think they played them. Yeah, and Ben does confirm we are doing Medvedev. In this one, 30-all, that's a really good serve from Halep, and she's looking to consolidate the break. Kucova, 20 unforced errors, Halep, 6. So I'm not sure if they're pulling through on ours there because we've only got 12. But on this one here, which I trust a little bit more, they're calling 20 unforced errors for Kucova, and that is dreadful. Not sure what is she doing. A lot of people still talking about the Djokovic match, and I feel like I had to say my piece on it. We would have done a podcast, like I said, where I've gone into more detail, prepared some notes on things I wanted to say, but with work, we've been unable to do it. We've got Gala here saying the negative atmosphere just feeds his hunger to win. Maybe the audience should use reverse psychology and just not say anything if they want him to lose so bad. A bit like Medvedev that time when he was really goading the US Open crowd, and it made brilliant TV, made me a big fan of Medvedev. I would prefer to see Djokovic do something a bit more like that. I would like to see him, if at the end of the match, sort of just, or even during the match, during the changeovers and that, just cut the ears, just try and play to it a little bit. Be that villain if they want you to, and ultimately say what Medvedev was saying: how you booing me and you not cheering for me, you're just making me stronger. I'm going to win this whole thing now. I like that from in my perspective. I know some people find it a bit cocky, but I think it's needed in the sport. And if the crowd are giving it, then why not? I think you should be entitled to be able to give it too. And it doesn't matter that he's world number one. I think you should be entitled to be able to do that. I would love to see a bit more response from him. Zach saying, "Oh, you will be able to cover Medi." Yeah, we will for sure. That's the one we'll be doing after this. And I don't think we've got very long on this one, if I'm honest, because Halep, advantage there is a really good forehand and 1 point away from consolidating the break. "49 minutes played. Is this match going to be done before the hour?" I don't think so. That'll only be 10 minutes. I don't think Kucova is going to collapse that quickly. Got Michael asking, is salty Andy Murray back in the UK? Murray's under a bit of heat as well for what he said about Tsitsipas. I think it's a bit of jest, a bit of humour. I don't see much wrong with it. I thought it was quite fascinating to see Tsitsipas' brother coming out on Twitter and trying to basically say this so-called legend and saying how it's not very respectful of Andy Murray to be doing that. And everyone replied to it saying, "Who are you? You wouldn't even be able to play tennis without your brother. You'd be a nobody." And well, I don't want to say something too harsh, but they're probably true. Like, let's be honest, the guy gets a wild card into most events. I've never seen him. Well, he hardly wins a tennis match, so I don't think he's the person to be coming out and giving his advice on things and trying to get Larry and stuff back. I think he definitely should respect Andy Murray because he achieved a lot more than he most likely ever will. But then saying that, the one thing I can support Tsitsipas on is I think Andy Murray, he was moaning a lot. He was moaning an awful lot. And ultimately, if he just focused on playing his tennis and stopped getting so distracted during the match, it would have helped him because he was whinging an awful lot. Yeah, Ratchet there saying he deleted the tweet. I saw, he did delete it eventually. I forget the word by word. I don't have it saved. Or there was a tweet I saw, someone screenshotted it. Juice. I believe we may have just got a donation on PayPal, which has been unable to go through. We're just going to try and I think Ben's going to just try to confirm our identity to receive it. It may be the King Leon. We don't know if the King is back this month. Looking at the top tippers, they are empty though. So if you want your chance to get on there we do have a link in the live chat, and it's a good opportunity because it's very rare that it's empty. So 1 cent and you're on the leaderboard. Breakpoint save. This has been the longest game of the match. Approaching 7 minutes now, and Halep has had a few consolidation points and a few break points. What's she going to get now? That's a good forehand. Too strong. And she gets another consolidation point. Zach saying yes. No offense to Murray fans, but I can never get behind him because of that on-court negative attitude and how he seems to so easily get himself out of the game over simple things. It annoys me. Yeah, I understand fully what you mean. He is a negative Nelly on court, and it can be a bit frustrating and someone hard to get behind. But Andy Murray has such a big fan base. If you're looking at the tennis, it's class. If you look at all the other stuff off the court, he's very polite. You don't see him really doing any cheating antics or being disrespectful to the opponent. But all of this moaning and stuff to his team as well, it is a bit tiresome if you watch Murray a lot. So that's the side of it I don't like. But then what Tsitsipas was doing wasn't great either with all the toilet breaks. So
yeah, well, it's one of those things you get used to it when you're a Murray fan, unfortunately. And I've noticed there's a lot of Djokovic fans coming out against Murray now as well. They come out the woodwork, don't they? When there's they don't forget, do they? Djokovic fans, they're very, very much on the ball when somebody's doing something who's done something negative against Djokovic. In the final where Murray beat Djokovic in the US Open, he was down. He was 2 sets to love up. He lost the next 2 sets, and then he went for the toilet break, in which he even came out and said, I was reading up on it, he went in there and he said, it's a bathroom which is no bigger than just like a sink, really, and a mirror. And it's the first time he's ever spoken out loud to himself in a match. And he was saying, what are you doing? You're throwing this away. You can win this. And he started to get louder and louder and shout at himself. And then he came back out on court and then he won the final set. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. Murray gets in his own head too much, and he had to go and shout at himself to try and help himself win the final set. Maybe that's what Tsitsipas does. Part of me thinks he might be on his phone. I don't know. I'm not going to give him too much of a hard time, though.
Well, because I think he's had enough.
Yeah, I think so. It's just when there's a talking point, everybody wants to jump on it. That's the problem.
And just with that, I forgot to say, Halep has consolidated. Did you fix the PayPal?
We just wanted some detail confirmed. I don't know if there was anything coming through, or I don't know. I think
there was.
If there was, then we haven't got it. because it hasn't changed. Unless it was because it. Yeah, I have no idea. It's a bit strange. Why would it not have just come straight through?
Doesn't always work.
Maybe it would have. They would have got like a bounce back or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
You got Senderly on saying Simona song, please.
Yeah, go on.
I feel like she does deserve it. She's playing quite well. But then Kukova's just terrible. Oh well, I'll give HALEP it just for you.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona HALEP.
I don't know if you noticed, I tried to quickly add a mini bass line to the second part and then tried to make the vocals go up a bit. The king is here.
The king broke PayPal.
He broke PayPal.
He's bigger than PayPal.
The king has now sacked all of PayPal. They will now no longer exist. He's now bought PayPal.
Well, anyway, honestly, thank you so much. It means the world to us. It really does help us
We have
out
to
on the channel.
Bow to the king.
Me saying, sorry guys, I think it's because of me. I'm sending here because I've reached my payment limit on my PayPal account. I just have to send the requested documents to PayPal, and then I'll be back using it again.
Appreciate
to hear that you'll be back on there. Honestly, it means the world. You're going to be going to number one, and he's making it already very tough to be caught
on the first day.
I'm not sure who can catch him from here. The dragon, maybe.
We'll have to wait and see.
And there's everyone responding to the king. Kathy here, the king is here. Zach, Ratchet, everyone's loving it. Gerald, the king is back, guys.
Returns.
Oh man, the king's something else. He really is. He gets everyone going.
I know. It's like the fire starter or the party starter.
So you've sent off documents to PayPal. He's sent off documents. Hopefully it can be sorted for the next one.
I think I just had to confirm some things. That was all. You have to go a bit more in details about your personal stuff if there's more money coming in.
It's juice here. HALEP's keeping in the rally. Oh, goes down the line. Well played, Kucova. Under pressure. She needed it. But I think the match is done regardless. Do you see any way she can come back? The lucky loser?
No.
It's a bit like Vigeli, isn't it? Yesterday, another lucky loser we covered. Just, are they that lucky? Not really. Kind of unlucky. They got forced to play.
What score from Simona HALEP?
That is very good.
Almost Raducanu level.
You got Michael asking, has the king, Leon, won June, July, and August?
I think so.
I think that's where it started. It started in June, and then ever since won every month. And he's looking, a clear favourite for September. I don't see him being beaten in September either.
Gonna have to set him up his own category.
We do have it all recorded on the month by month breakdown. We're looking forward to at the end of the year we do a big ceremony. Ben's going to be getting busy making a nice button.
Yeah, I'll have to make an even better button for the King Leon.
Well, yeah, we just have to. If the king keeps supporting us, we'll have to just keep doing more things.
Well,
I know it sounds crazy, but I think even King Leon t-shirts. King Leon, he's a big part of Game to Love.
It really is. The King Leon t-shirts, I like it.
Oh,
the gold medalist at the GTL Olympics with the last minute donation.
No, because we can do like a silhouette and we don't know who it is. The whole point, the exciting thing about the king is you don't know who the king is.
Yeah, exactly. It's the question mark face.
Like, if I genuinely would like a King Leon t-shirt, I'd wear it on the stream.
Let's do it.
I don't know what I would have. Just like, I don't know. I'll think about it.
I'd probably just use what's from the button.
Kathy saying, I think I won May. Yeah, that's right.
Ah.
Kathy did. I can bring it. I can let me see if I can share it with you guys.
Go on. JG's he's the accountant. He's got the spreadsheet.
Do you want me to share the screen?
Nah, it's fine. Just
It's not
read
worth
it.
sharing the screen. I'll just share it. So, January, Thomas Rock. February, Thomas Rock. March, we had Chris Smear. And then, well, Thomas Rock was angry with that. And April, he come back and thought, I'm not
The
letting
Rock.
Chris win it. And he won April as well. So Thomas Rock had 3 to start the year. We then had our new patron, Kathy, come through in May. And she won it. Did very well, winning it on the last few days. June, Michael Walker leading the way all the way. And the King Leon fought back right at the end and snuck it. But we do have Michael in that one as an honourable mention. But that was the first of the King Leon. July, King Leon, no one close. August, the King Leon. And we had the big battle with the Olympics as well. And Dragon 7 fought him close, so he gets an honourable mention. But the King Leon won that as well. And September, it's looking like it could be another King Leon. And the reason why it's quite important is because it means that the King Leon will then overtake Thomas Rock.
Wow. Yeah, in
the monthly winners.
Exactly right. It's quite exciting. It's really hotting up. Can anybody stop him is the question. Well, I want to say, if you don't want to battle it out with the King Leon on the top tippers board, and you just want to say, do like Kathy did, said, then I became a patron. See, that's how Kathy donates to the channel. We really appreciate her. And that's just it's just a monthly thing. You don't have to do £3 a month, as little as that. And you're helping us discover the dream of doing it full time. When's that going to happen? It will be a reality at some point. Well, will I be fully grey before it happens? We'll see.
But the thing is, we would be able to do so much more. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I like 12 Traveller.
This is the best comment. Oh, you can read that one first.
Yeah, is the King Leon maybe the boss of your accountancy firm? Well, it's not an accountancy firm, it's just a company. He's too shy to give you a pay rise, so just gifts the GTL instead. I don't think anybody...
I don't think they would give us a pay rise where we were.
I don't think... Maybe it's like the... maybe it's the CEO of the whole company.
I don't think so. They don't. I don't think they like us. But anyway.
Probably not.
We've got... This is the best comment of the night. Where's it gone? Man, Kathy pulled a Roddick, won a slam before Federer really took off.
I like it.
The King Leon is a bit of a Federer type character, isn't he?
Yeah, he's stormed it. He's absolutely come onto the scene. It's almost like Thomas Rock was Sampras, and then he just came in and just sort of played him off the court. Oh, I win it down the line.
Michael gets bored. You know he's a big fan.
What's Michael's one? It's like Usain Bolt in 2008 in the 100 and 200 meter dash. Yeah, I watched that again the other day just for a bit of nostalgia, just because I remember it when it was live, and I just thought, this is just incredible. Couldn't believe it when he did that.
That's too good.
Those world records.
Yeah, no, it is amazing. But right now, Halep's playing quite amazing as well. Love 30. I think this one's going to be over. She's going to 6-1 her.
It's going to be close to my scoreline, I said as well. It's annoying. I said 6-1, 6-2. Might have got it the wrong way around.
I said 6-3, 6-3.
I just don't see many weapons from Kucova. We only got one Kucova button today as well. What a waste of time.
I know I was saying she's not very much of a lucky loser, but I guess she is, because she's going to get $115,000 for making the second round if she loses. I wouldn't mind that, would you?
So lucky. Oh, the drop shot brings in Kucova. Good shot down the line. Halep's dinked it back in. Lovely jubbly.
Love 40. 3 break points to go 5-1 up. That's probably how much the King Leon makes. Maybe the King Leon's a player. That's what I'm saying. King Leon could be in tennis. Some good money at the slams.
Might be that a month.
Might be Pedro Martinez. Very happy that I've been picking him.
Pedro Martinez.
Goes for the smash. Too good. And it's a break with a
Wow.
game to love for Simona HALEP. Simply playing too well at the moment. And, well, watch out. Rybakina. If she is to be able to get through, I'm going to be going full on HALEP. I don't know if we're going to cover the match. It'd be good if we can, because it will be an epic. HALEP Rybakina. And I think you'll have to have is Rybakina Russian?
No, Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. You'll have to have the Kazakhstani flag for that, because I'm going to stick to
damn
Romania.
right, I'm having that. I'm having Kazakhstani flag.
If she wants something, then she's gotta have it. If you're in her way, then you're gonna get it. She got all that talent, she got all that talent. It's Simona HALEP.
I just thought of something quite interesting, which I didn't really think of before, maybe for the King Leon. Just going to throw this one out there. Who owns Leon Football Club? And that was why I was just going to have a look there. Jean-Michel Aulas, who is only, I think he's 37? No, 33. Something like that. He owns he's the CEO of the... He's a Rhone businessman. That one might be Rhone in France.
Oh,
yeah. So a young.
Like tennis? Any links to tennis?
No, I have to have a look.
Well, if there's no links to tennis, it's not believable enough for me. I need to have some tennis vibe.
He's not young at all. What are you talking about? No, he must have owned it since then. He's 72. Oh my god, that's definitely not him.
Maybe it's his retirement fund.
Might be his son.
Gala's just said, well, kind of cueing what we just said. If Rybakina wins, how do you think she'll battle with Simona will go? I love HALEP. Hopefully she will go far. I'm going to say
Match
now,
point,
HALEP beats her.
So I got to press it quick.
Match point.
Sorry
Misses
about
the
that.
first serve. No, it's good. Not that it really matters too much, because HALEP's won this match.
Strayed from the match, it seems.
Yeah, but the match is done.
Yeah. Oh, second service. And we
Quickly,
will be...
do you reckon Rybakina beats HALEP?
You're going to say, do you think she wins this match? I'm going to be backing Rybakina.
Do you think she can do it, though?
Yes.
Yeah, that's out. And there we go.
Yes.
HALEP's done it. 1 hour, 9 minutes. She kisses and looks at the sky. Kucova was out of depth completely. She smiles at the net. That's nice to see. But it was simple. 6-3, 6-1. HALEP's into the third round to face potentially Rybakina. I think she beats her. Ben thinks Rybakina wins. But whatever it is going to be, it's going to be a lot more competitive than this one.
Yeah.
Rybakina's brilliant. And hard courts is her best surface. I'm really, really excited if we are to get that match.
Indeed. Yeah, very excited. Sad this one wasn't more of a competitive affair. Obviously, the next match on is Daniil Medvedev versus Dominic Kucova. I need to quickly go and make a quick thumbnail. We should probably just wrap up this stream.
Yeah. Is it going to be on this court again?
Yeah, it's on this court. So
so it's on this court. It looks like there's a rain delay for all of the other courts. So all of the other matches are currently suspended right now. But luckily, it doesn't affect us because it's going to be on centre court.
Nice.
So Kucova, Medvedev should be on in about 10 minutes. I know you've got to do a button. So we're going to leave this one very soon. I just want to give a shout out to the King Leon. He's made this podcast about him, the Watchalong. We appreciate all your support. Hopefully we get the PayPal up and running. And just watch this space. We're going to have some King Leon themed things coming soon just to show our support. And the King Leon is a big part of Game to Love. We love you. Hopefully, well, love's a bit strong. Hopefully you like us. I don't know if he loves us. But yeah, we'll see you all very, very soon. Gala saying, will we get a podcast covering the bathroom break debate?
Yes.
We really want to.
I want to. I even made a thumbnail
I don't know if we
for
can
it.
really squeeze it in. Maybe we can. If Medvedev gets it done quick, we'll squeeze it in. If not, I'm not sure. Maybe Ben and John can do something.
Yeah, maybe me and John will try and bring you it, but I know John's not available late night. I can't really do the debate on my own. Maybe I can get someone else in. Wait and see.
Unless, just an option, you could just leave the Medvedev match for 20 minutes and I can do it and you can do it then.
What? So start it late? When does it? Have they got to close a roof
No,
or anything?
I'll do the Medvedev match. I'll start it if you want. You can just start it a tad late and just do that one with John if John's about. Because I'm not going to be able to do it later because, you know, I've got studying and things.
Yeah, indeed.
But I think this is a conversation to do off there anyway.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone who watched. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you all very, very soon.